Hello and welcome to this new Tier 21 Rogue Guide for Assassination Rogues from Flonce Rogue. Have fun! So for today we start with the gear and tier sets we're using in Antorus right now. So at first I play with 4 pieces for Tier 21 and 2 pieces for Tier 20 because I want to have the reduced energy cost from Garrett and my rotation will be smoother with this Garrett because the cooldown is lower, so I can fill up to 5 combo points and can use my finisher in a better way. So that's why I play with boots and braces, because shoulders are kept with my Tier 21 shoulders, and yes, that's why right now I play with boots and braces. This is a very good damage equipment set. I can do very high DPS with it, have much energy rack and a low vendetta cooldown. I have also the perfect relics. I have 3 Master Alchemists and 3 Master Assassins in my relics. So for right now, for progression, this is a very smooth equipment setup what I have right now, and I will recommend it for you to use it also until you have higher gear. So now I will show you the opener. There isn't much changed since the last guide I made. So if you want some explanation, you can watch my older grades. Right now I show you the opener picture and my rotation. So maybe you can learn something new or see something you didn't know. So have fun watching. So the main goal of course is to keep focusing on your dots, so your bleeds never run out, your Kingsbane also combined with your envenom buff and your source of toxin of course. These are the most points you have to look, and of course use your toxic plague on cooldown. That's my personal use and I recommend it also for you. So now I will introduce a web page I will use for my Assassination Rogue and for some Simcraft results and some trinkets and relics and so on. This is herodamage.com, very good website for all you want to know and you want to compare. So this isn't only for Rogue of course, but here you have everything settled, everything on detail, and it's a very helpful website for comparing and learning. So here we can see the Netherlight Crucible string you can copy with the Netherlight Crucible add-on, so you can see in-game what will be the strongest and if it an upgrade or not. Of course also you can see how much DPS does one of your artifact traits in compared to their other traits, and here of course the Netherlight Crucible traits on tier 2nd. Right now Master of Shadows is the best and Shocklight the crit buff the 2nd. This is because crit has a very high value with 4 piece of tier 21. Here you can see the trinkets. This is something you have to get used to. Of course we want to use the Argus trinket, the Agi Argus trinket, and push it until 1000. If you get Armor Tools first, this will be the trinket you want to use. And this will also be better than every other trinket, I guess, yes. Convention of Fate, the Nighthold trinket is also a very good one, but here you can see what trinkets you can use and you want to use. So remember, Cough is a good one, Mastery stat stick, Crit stat stick also very good, the trinket from the 2nd boss in Argus is also very good, but here you can see a list and can play a little bit with your trinkets. Of course, these trinkets are all simmed on single target. So in AoE situations, the trinket from Sisters is a very decent trinket, and also Kil'jaeden's Burning Wish is a good one. So you can swap from boss to boss. So in RE situations, from my personal I use the sister trinket. Here I looked into the other specs, what the sim results are on these specs, but I also made a video where I criticized Simulation Craft a little bit, and there is something Simcraft can't sim, so this random aspect, and of course the proc aspect and the boss fight itself, so RE situations, multi-target, and so on and so forth. The Assassination Rogue will be performed much better than on single target situations, but also on single target situations there could be the Blood of the Assassination proc, the Poison Bomb proc. Maybe you're lucky with some circumstances, you don't get hit by raid abilities or what else, and so there is so much what can influence your playstyle and your boss fight. So please, this is an opinion of myself, of course, please don't take Simcraft results so serious. Of course we'll lag a little bit, our DPS is a little bit behind, but as you can see in my kill videos, I'm always on the top, because there are so many situations, and of course your personal playstyle and your skills also mention what you are doing and what you can do with your gear, and of course your Warforged and Titanforged, everything compared gives you very different results of your DPS. So that's why I always say in all of my videos that you can play each spec. You can also play Outlaw. If you want it, do it, and you will have fun with it. So here I show you the gear I used for the Simcraft, and as you can see there are nothing Warforged and nothing is Titanforged. And this is what I mentioned. Of course this is Mythic, full Mythic gear, and so the Simcraft results are after the progress is done. And for progression, Assassination will be very, very nice, because you have dots, you can multi-dot, what all the other specs, Subtlety and Ultra, they can't multi-dot. So that's what we can do as Assassination Rogues very well. Here I show you the opener sequence, what Simcraft is using with Vendetta at the beginning. We can try it, but I don't recommend it because your energy will overcap. That's why I used the opener I showed you before. So, thank you for watching until now, so far. And for the last part of my video, I want to share some thinking, some thoughts, some ideas, some opinions with you. I learned during playing, and of course while I improved myself and Theorycraft on website, and talked with other rogues on Discord, and yes, so these are the last part of the video. I don't know how long it will be yet, so I've just talked, you'll listen, and I will be very happy if you comment on this video and share some thoughts. And yes, so let's start. The Assassination Rogue is on this fight you see right now. This is high command. I played with the sister trinket, and as you can see or will see in the video now, my DPS is very decent. This is of course because I'm crit lucky, I have poison bombs, but the point is there's also some skills I used. So I used the trinket on the right moment, so just before the ads will spawn I use it, so the full duration will hit the ads, and also the final explosion will hit the ads, and this is the point where the most DPS comes from this trinket, and will also push me on the damage meter. And of course I do this, I also rapture and garret, or try as much as possible to rapture and garret all these ads that spawns, because I will get energy, and of course the poisons will crit because I use my tier 21 4 piece, And our problem on this fight was at the beginning that there wasn't enough damage on the ads. So I, as Assassination Rogue, can use my skills and my abilities to perform and of course to help my raid. As an outlaw, you can use your Blade Fury, of course. This is also a good ability to push some AoE. But for sub, there is not this big impact on AoE. Use your Shuriken Toss to stack your Shuriken Toss to 5 to do more single target damage, but your AoE damage isn't that high for progress. And the farm state, if you're in a very good guild, I think you will not watch my video because you also know many rogue abilities. But if you're trying sub and maybe don't know how this spec really works, on this fight I don't recommend it, because you won't help your guild that much, because you need to cleave the ads very fast. Also our E-specs, our element shaman and our mages does not this high of amount of DPS. So we tunneled a little bit and we had some problems with the ads, but we progressed and progressed, and I also progressed on that fight, and I learned the dance moves. I call time as dance moves because in my opinion a boss fight is like a dance. You learn it and at some point you have it in your head, and you know what will happen now only from hearing the sounds, hearing the speeches of the boss, or your cooldowns. So at some point you are this deep into a fight where your cooldowns will tell you what will happen next, and if you're at this state of a boss fight, you have learned the fight perfectly. So that's why you need some pulls. That's why normal guilds don't kill the boss on the first try. So you need 50 pulls, you need maybe 80 pulls if you have learned to dance, and then of course you can kill the boss, because it's like a dream. You know what I have to do next, and this is also the point for your raiding circumstances. So that's why don't be mad if you wipe a little bit. Wipes are good. And the interesting point is guilds who wiped more often on a boss and finally killed it can easier re-clear than guilds who have one-shot a boss, maybe because they are lucky, and not a top guild of course, but they have to reprogress a boss if they want to kill it a second time. This is what I learned from my 12 years of playing World of Warcraft, and this is a very nice result I made. So that's why I don't get mad if I wipe that often on a boss, because I like progressing, and I have no problems with it. So, but back to our beloved Assassination Rogue. As I said in my last video of preparation for Antorus, Assassination Rogues are in a good spot right now for progress. And me, for myself, I on 75 traits right now on my Assassination Rogue, and I also tunneled for 75 traits on my subtlety spec, because if we in the farm state, so if you farm the bosses, I will swap to sub, but only for some bosses. Maybe for the first boss I will go sub, for the second boss of course I will go sub. Here on high command I will stay assassination. For Imona I will go sub. For Eona I will stay maybe outlaw. Maybe I will level outlaw, but I guess right now I will stay assassination. For King Garoth, of course, there I will play assassination, because you can't use death from above with subtlety. This is not fun on King Garoth. So that's why I will play with assassination. What comes now after King Garoth? Varimatras. I think Varimatras. There will also play subtlety. Coven of Shivara, I will play assassination. Agrama I will play Subtlety, and on Argus, if I reach Argus Mythic at some point, I will play Assassination. Just because the crit mastery buff is so strong, and there is no versatility mastery buff. Sub will maybe have some problems on normal guilds. On high progression guilds, of course, you will play Subtlety, but on normal guilds, the crit mastery buff is so strong for Assassination that I will play Assassination, of course. So, these are my last words, I guess. I think the guide now is over. Thank you for watching. If you watched until now, thank you guys. Your support is so nice. I appreciate it, and I hope you will see all my other videos, and stay tuned. Look at my channel. Give me some hints so I can improve myself, and have a nice time. Merry Christmas, because in a few days it's Christmas. Yes, have a nice time in the World of Warcraft, and see you soon, boys. Bye bye.